Ahead of time, I just want to address it now. I am sorry about my nose. I'm embarrassed to admit it. I got like a couple pimples and had picked at them a couple times. I'm embarrassed. I need to stop. That's why the band-aids are on. They were really itchy and annoying. I don't know if they're gonna make it. I wish I had like the round band-aids. I swear this summer, like all of August, I've been needing band-aids like no tomorrow. This just kind of sums up August, honestly. August was pretty rough for me. And so I kind of wanted to film a video trying to plan a little bit better going into September. And it's like beautiful outside. I have my hammock. Nella's actually outside. She's there chilling right now. She's laying down. And I thought we would just kind of plan together a little bit. Tomorrow's the first day of September. Once that is the first day, I want to go to the coffee shop and I'll start up like the next vlog, which you guys probably won't see until October. I'll try to get it out by the end of September, but I have a lot coming up in September. And for like safety purposes, I try to like plan out when to upload. A lot of the September vlogs probably will get in October, but I'll try for the first one at the end of September for sure. I've been feeling like uninspired lately. I had found a couple of my old journals. Sorry that the hammock is like this. I want to show you guys. Believe it or not, my ex-boyfriend, my first boyfriend ever, who obviously has been my ex for a very long time now. I wonder if eventually we're gonna come up on a decade of being exes. That's awkward. We dated in 2015. We broke up in 2018. Hold on, I'm gonna count for a second. That's weird. We've been 7 years broken up. Wow, that's crazy. Man, I can't wait till he hit 10 years. Anyway, since the breakup date, yeah. He has a family of his own now. Not interested in getting back ever with him or any of my exes for that matter. I want to set the record straight right now. I just don't talk to my exes anymore and I don't plan on it. He wanted to stay friends and I'm like, dude, we talked it over. We're not gonna stay friends. But there's no hard feelings. Just because I say that, it doesn't mean I don't like the guy or care the guy as a person anymore. It's just me moving forward. Honestly, I tried the whole friends thing with him. We both did. Yeah, like multiple times. We both tried, it didn't work. And then I tried, it didn't work. And then he tried, it didn't work. Well, because I was like over it, you know? But there's no hard feelings. It's just weird. It's weird to think about. Actually, both my ex-boyfriends have kids and I'm just like, wow, that's so weird. Yeah, it's crazy. My 17th birthday, I guess my only favorite gift from my ex. I keep all the gifts, but they're all in storage. But this one wasn't. I should have. I know. Is it toxic of me to use it? I just needed a notebook to get re-inspired. Some exciting news, actually. For years now, I've been wanting to work on a book. That's what I'm gonna do in this journal I got for my 17th birthday. Honestly, I need to do a whole story time because my 17th birthday, probably one of my favorite birthdays, honestly. That's a whole separate video. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, I had loved my birthday when I was 17. It's a really funny story time. So I'll get into it eventually. But yeah, so sentimental, fun memories. That's just like, not necessarily write the book I want to publish someday yet. We're not going to worry about editors or publishers or all the process, even an illustrator for the cover yet. I just want to write the story before anyone sees it and like reread it, try and be in other people's POVs. It's exciting, but it's also nerve-wracking when people like are going to look at your work, you know? I thought like the early stages in this notebook, I needed like a different notebook, so I figured to use this one. That's the only sentimental gift I liked for my ex, thanks. But anyways, I've been writing kind of a little bit about the book and the characters. I kind of realized like I keep getting writer's block like a lot, like all the time. I've even wrote passages for this book and like scrapped them when they were probably good, but it's just like I'm in my own head. And I would do it on my notes app on my phone and I'm like, we need to be like old school and we need to go back to the basics with just having a notebook. Also like not really writing the passages, but I'm like, every author does this. You need to get to know the characters. And not to say that I'll become an author. I will just be happy if I get one book of my life published. You guys been trying for years to like write a book and like publish it. Now I'm like, I'm trying to just like let go and let God. If it ever is gonna happen, I know. Aww. She wants to spend time with me. Hi. On camera, your face looks so big. It's so big. Oh. We might have to wait a second. Oh, don't you want to like play or something? She'll play alone sometimes. No, you just want to see me. I'll never say no to that. I don't know where I was going. I just love dogs. I decided to kind of like write the title, write the characters, get to know the characters. I will share some tea. Oh, I think I was just gonna say like it's been hard. I've wanted to publish like a book for a long time. A lot of my friends in like journalism throughout like high school and college had like known that. Not like I'm really in touch with any of them anymore. Danielle is like one of my only like friends from that I'm still in touch with, but a lot of them had known like back in the day that I've been wanting to like do this for a long time. I finally decided to get started on it and I'm hoping it will help get rid of my writer's block. Well, anyways, I was gonna say tea I will spill on the book. The book is obviously not gonna be based off a true story. I just want to put that out there now. It will be a fiction book, but the two boy characters are based off ex-situationships, but they're not identical to them. It's still a fiction book. They're still made up names. I don't know, but again, they're going to be different. That's what's exciting about writing, is that you can have characters based off people you know if you want to. In my case, I am, but like they're not gonna 100% be like that person. Family dynamics are different, obviously. These characters are still made up. We're just inspired by them, because I am gonna do a love triangle. I feel like the love triangle books do so well, honestly. They perform so well. I get the most excited to watch the love triangle shows, and I think, I don't know, yeah, they're just popular to read. People love love triangles, which I don't know why, but I had my fair share of love triangles, so I decided to write about it. I thought it'd be kind of fun. Anyways, I've been kind of journaling in this book about like the two boy characters, the girl main character, the love triangle, where it's going to take place, kind of about the characters, and like the family dynamics a little bit. I still need to do like more of the family dynamics, so I'm kind of just in this early stage of like getting to know them. It's kind of like when you do meet a friend and get to know a friend, or even when you're dating someone too. Like, it made me kind of realize like there's people you got to get to know first, and then the writing just kind of comes effortlessly. So I'm kind of spending time with these characters. I've never really like thought to do that, but a lot of authors actually do that. They take time, they get to know these characters, and it's actually fun and exciting, because again, these characters are still pretty made up. I'll be honest about one more thing. The girl main character is going to be very similar to me, but again, she's still going to be like made up and different. There's going to be a lot more similarities, but there's going to be differences too. Again, it's a fiction story. She's just going to be inspired by me, but she's still going to be her own person. This journal now, this one I've had since high school. You can just tell like high school coders. When I did water polo, I was selling hats actually. Let me just like cover my number and I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, it's just crazy. In this notebook, I hadn't really wanted to write in it because it takes me back to like high school and a little bit of college, not much of college. I kind of was like, we should write in it again. I don't know about what. It's kind of like just like a messy high school start of college like notebook. You can tell it's been worn in. Little quote, if you're in college was hard, adjusting was new. It's very true. When I first was in college, it was an adjustment period for me. I'm good now. Yeah, to go from high school and like have a routine to like in college you're doing your own routine. Yeah, it was definitely hard. I've been kind of debating. I want to write out my plans for September, but I don't want to tear any pages out. I just want to get like re-inspired again, so I don't really know what's right in this journal. I am gonna like write out my plans for September, kind of like in August. You guys didn't know this, but there was footage that was like cut. I was like excited about going to the fair. When you guys saw the clip in Starbucks, when I was like gonna write out all my August plans, and I'm a dreamer, and you know, you guys, the page of all of August was booked for like every single day with some days off to hang out with friends. I barely did any of those plans, and I didn't see any of my friends. I feel like it just goes to show that life isn't perfect, and to be honest, the reason why like it didn't work out was because a lot of really hard things happened in August, and that's just how life goes. I feel like this summer's been hard, especially at the top of August. I was like, new month, I was so excited. There were so many things I wanted to do, and none of it like got checked off. I think just like I was going through it. Also, once like the ant situation happened in my room and I had to hire an exterminator and all that also kind of put a pivot in the month. Like, you know, like when one bad thing happens and then you get checked out, that's kind of how I had felt after that, honestly. I was like, well, now I have so much of that to deal with, so all the plans like went to the wayside. But I will say, I think from some of the plans were a success. I remember on my list, going back to McMinimans was on the list, and I did do that. And there were some like movies I wanted to see that was on my list, and I did see. There was like places like food or coffee I wanted to go to, and I did. Although it's not like much, I will say there was some on the list I did still complete, and for that I'm proud of myself. At least it wasn't like completely a fail, you know? I'm kind of going into September a little bit, just being like a little bit more mindful. I like to think of September as like New Year for me, because like that's my birthday month. Because I know January is like a new like calendar year, but for me, September, it's kind of like that new year, new age of my life, you know? And I think this month is a perfect month to just like plan. Tomorrow's first day of September, but I'm going to be planning all then and just kind of mapping out over the next year from September to September of like what I would like to do and accomplish, places I would like to go. And you know, life might still have setbacks, but hopefully maybe it doesn't, because I'm planning it out. I don't know, I'm a planner type for sure, and I don't want to get hopes up, but I want to try to go into it figuring it out. I think basically the tips and advice I'm going to give you guys are how I'm going to plan. You know, there's 4 seasons, obviously. We have fall, we have winter, spring, summer. How I'm going to do it is I'm going to look at what all I want to do for what season it fits the category in. I feel like that actually would help a lot. I will give a valid example. I want to go back to pumpkin patch because fall's coming, basically. It's like here tomorrow. And I love the pumpkin patch. I want to go with Nala for sure. I feel like that's going to be a family tradition every year. Starting last year, we did that as a family. And then there's another pumpkin patch I want to go back to that I haven't been in a long time. Since like 2019, 2019, which is crazy. I'd love for Nala to come, but I don't know if dogs are going to be allowed, so we'll have to see on that one. But I'm still going to go to it though. For example, like pumpkin patch is obviously in the fall category, and I always plan pumpkin patches in October, and I space it out too. Like I don't do it like back to back. And the reason why I don't do September is because, you guys, September is always a pretty busy month for me with having my birthday plans, and back to school is always very stressful. That is why. And I already have a lot in mind I want to do for September. We'll see if it all like works out, but I definitely have some things going for me, obviously, with birthday and school. So like September's already kind of booked out, but that's okay. That's why with pumpkin patch, I'm like, oh, when's another time? October, obviously. Here's another example. Like for spring, I really hope someday to go back to Tulip Festival. I want to. These places are just far, and I just have anxiety. Oh yeah, I know, it's sad. That's in the spring category. I can't be like, oh, let's go see tulips now. They're not in season. For all these places, same with Rose Garden. I want to go back to like Rose Garden as well. Well, there's like a new Rose Garden I want to check out, but by September, they're not in season anymore. For that, I gotta plan like, okay, when are roses like in bloom and in season? That could be like May or June time frame. If it's like go to the mountains, and if I want to go during the snow, probably like December or January is best bet. But honestly, if the mountains, sometimes I get snow in June. You never know with the mountains, let's be real. I hope that helps a lot, honestly, with planning process. Let me know if like I helped.